Hello, beautiful people. See what it is. We're looking at that surveillance video again because there's just some things I can't let go. And there's something that honestly I don't think I noticed before. People might be talking about it, they might not be, but it's quite convenient. But as I was getting ready to just mute this video and watch it and talk about that little convenient thing, I heard myself. And y'all, I really come from my core on here. Like I don't stop and re-record because it didn't sound right. It always sounds right. And if it doesn't, I fix it right here. Otherwise, it's like acting, and I just don't do that. I gotta be me. I gotta be me. That's something I decided a long time ago. With that said, my point is I'm listening and I'm hearing me, and I'm like, exactly. No, exactly. This this video This video has so much evidence in it that proves, let me say it loud and clear, this is not Darren Brown. Let it marinate. I mean it, let it marinate. I'm not straddling no fences. I'm not weighing out no evidence. I'm looking and I'm telling you what I feel. That is not Darren Brown. Not only that, this person is not acting alone. That's it. No sugarcoating. That's it. With that said, we're going to calm down and I'm going to show you why I feel this way so damn adamantly, so very passionately. Why no one, should be sitting behind bars based on this is him, with no other suspects. It would be an injustice to anybody to say there was nobody else involved here. I pointed out what I felt and saw before. You guys feel free to check out the video that's in real time. This one I slowed down because I needed to see. I'm going to let it play out. But I had to share these thoughts. And I'm sitting here like, okay, unless I redo a whole video, I can't share my thoughts that I feel now and the ones I shared then. And if I reiterate what I'm saying in this video that you're going to hear, well, to me, that it's not going to feel real. Even though I still feel that way, I don't want to tell you that I felt that way. I want you to hear it for yourself. So I'll let it play out. Before that, I have to point out the new thing. Because I don't think I did. And honestly, I have to listen to the other video myself that's not slowed down and see if I did. But I don't think I did. I know I noticed the little, we're talking about the crack on the left. Tiny little slit. Not that big. I don't think that one's a big deal. And I know for a fact someone has their cell phone outside that window and you can see the screen of it a couple of times. I don't know why or what they're using that has the little flash of light. Flash of light. but it happens periodically. And yes, it happens. And no, it's not from no camera. It's outside. We're not crazy. I'm damn sure not crazy. I know what I see. Somebody's outside that window. And to be really honest, when you see it go, the very first time you see it and it comes really close to the window and it turns into more of a square formation, it looks like a damn Obama phone. It's a little square, but it looks like just enough light to be somebody's cell phone. Now the flash of light, that's a little brighter, but not bright enough to be a flashlight. I don't know what that is. But is that a damn what's them things that the people wear when they go down in mines and stuff? Is that that headband have a light on the front of it? This headband on his head? Because I thought I saw something like that, which would make sense if you know you're heading into the woods in the middle of Texas in the wee hours of the morning. But anyway, with all that said, that's still not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this big ass crack with the what is it, a sheet on the window on the right side. People may be talking about this, but I've been in a lot of chat rooms and I haven't seen a lot about this. And I know we're not crazy, but I don't think I saw it before either. Big ass crack. Why would that be there? This is a baby's room. It should be Fort Knox. But there is conveniently a nice, wide, I don't even know what to call it. It's like the curtain or the sheet is moved. It's pushed to the side. I'm calling it a crack. I hope you guys understand what that means. For front row seats. Why else would it be there? The night of all nights. Maybe it's there every night, but right there where somebody can peep in on your sleeping baby, I wish I would. I wish I would. Lord have mercy. Why is it there, y'all? I gotta know about this crack. Front row seats for whoever's outside with the cell phone because they're there. There's also, again, someone in that house because he doesn't stop and turn damn near like the exorcist all the way around looking back, just staring into midair when he's supposed to be kidnapping a baby. Who does that? I'm not even really going to touch too much on the fact that it just doesn't look like Aaron Brown, period. Physique, facial, his gait, none of it. I'm putting it out there. Somebody's got to say this shit. I'm sorry. I am really sorry, not sorry. Let's stop going back and forth. Think what you think. Please don't go in my comments trying to argue with me that this is Darren Brown. I don't care. I don't care. I don't choose to debate this because I'm not Stevie Wonder and I'm not Ray Charles. And I think both of them would see that this is not Darren Brown. I'm not going there. I'm telling you. I said I'm an empath. So when I feel what I feel, I feel what I feel. And that conversation would take it personal for me. Make it personal, take it personal, however you want to say it. I'm telling you right now, this is not the channel for that. I won't say he didn't have a hand somewhere. Somebody might have handed him the baby outside. I don't know. How can I know? I don't know. Nobody showed me that. We didn't see no footage outside. I don't think so. But I can't possibly know. But what I can know is what I see. And I don't care how many different ways you stand upside down on your tippy toes, if you can do that. And look again, I don't see it. I have never seen it since the very second I saw this video. I bullshit you not. Since the very second I saw this video and them showing Darren Brown, I said that is not the same person. And then when I saw Cameron, I instantly said, that's who that is. That's what I said. I'm telling you. If it's not Cameron, who? Okay, fine. But that's what I instinctively felt. And I tell you what, it ain't Darren Brown. And that crack in the window just backs me up in my mind on the fact that someone's outside that window helping, coaching, urging this person. And someone's in the house. I don't know if they're motioning with their damn hands or what, but they're getting his attention. I don't really want to make sure everybody understands. I know I'm very passionate when I speak, but I don't mean to want to make you think what I think. I just want to make sure you know what I think. And if you don't care, no problem. Just hit that X button and just stop listening to my ass. You don't have to care what I think. But if anybody does, this is it. Period. And I won't say anything different until I see something different. But this, what you're showing me, and the fact that it's all doctored up, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Nope. Not Darren Brown. If your skin is crawling right now, you probably just need to hit the X. Not Darren Brown. Not Darren Brown. This is not Darren Brown. And there's somebody outside that window. This right here. To find out who. This right so the here. Neighborhood can be better again, right? Is suspect as hell. You really care about your neighborhood. Get the bad guy. How can a suspect have suspect behavior? I mean, you're already doing a crime. Like, why do you look like you're doing more wrong than the wrong you're doing? It's weird. Get this blank. You're checking. You're a kidnapper. What is this reaction to? That's what I want to know. What is that reaction to? What is so hard about picking up a baby and walking out of the room? And why are you so darn comfortable? Who's out that window? See the crack? Putting that pressure on you. Front row seats. You clearly don't want to be here, don't want to do this. Literally can't bring himself to touch that baby. He's not frozen or paused. He's just can't do it. He's just standing there. Telling himself he has to. Why? Are you under the influence of drugs? Did somebody threaten you? Why do you have to do this? Loyalty to somebody? Be somebody outside of a window. Flash of light. Left, almost bottom corner of the window. Like I said, it's as messy as this damn. Guilty of not getting the carpet cleaning. Oh, how frustrating. Still want to know what happened next. Not this. Kills one baby and comes back and just nurtures the other one. You guys, come on. Like I said, if it was him, he was completely coached. And he was not by himself. So that's how I felt. And you see how I still feel? That's Q in a nutshell. I don't move easily. And I've read document after document after. Y'all don't understand. But you're not going to tell me what I see. And I'm not a rebel out here that thinks that everybody should go against society. You know what I'm saying? Anti-vaxxers or whatever. I don't subscribe to any of that. If I choose not to take this vaccine, I won't. I want to take that one, I will. That's me. I think for my damn self. I think this video is a crock of crap. I really, really do. Let's play this back through for anybody who hasn't seen it because anything else that I can say, I guarantee you I said it that day. I'm sure of me. I don't remember what I said because I told you. I told y'all it comes off the top. So, I always think, don't get me wrong, but I don't preview, I guess. That makes sense. And every once in a while, I guess I might say some shit just out of whack. I may be, probably. I'm not perfect. But I try always to be as politically correct as possible when I speak. But I'm going to say what I feel. Now, shit, if I can't do that, you know, mm-mm, that's just a problem because I'm not being me. And I said I have to be me. So we'll replay this. Y'all look at it again. I know. It's like when you think of the whole picture, it's morbid. Especially when I'm going to repeat the fact that I don't believe Cash was, I don't think he was with us. I mean, maybe he was drugged. I don't know. This baby looks like he having one of them good long hard sleeps, like somebody gave him NyQuil or something. If he is just sleep, and I guess that would make sense if you planned on hurting him. But who the hell plans this? And before I let this play, let's talk about that song, those lyrics, because that's an angry person. And this is what they say, 4 5 a.m. In the song they reference, I should have killed you that night. So did something happen prior to all this? No, or married? Yeah, actually, that's my question. Something that would have gotten Cash hurt. Is he alive already? And then you take him out and stab him up, or was he already damn near gone right there? And you took him out to cover it and make it look like a murder? Why else would you drag him out of the woods, up the street, and on damn near onto the curb? Wouldn't it have been easier to just leave him in the woods somewhere, try to get away? Why stage a scene like that? If you're gonna walk out with him, why not just walk on up the block? Why stop there and drop him in front of this house? Did you know that camera was right across the street? That's the footage I want to see. Dallas PD. Can we get some footage? Because it should be some damn good footage out there. I'd like to see that and see if this is the person in that footage. And if it is, we got a problem because this is not Aaron Brown. I'll say it for the last time today, maybe. Literally, like, right about here. I slowed it down, turned the volume up. Very comfortable kidnap. He was moving this slow before I slowed it down. But look at the blanket. Right now, he's just dangling his hand in the air, debating about it. Now he's gonna move closer to the side, still checking things. Now this reaction right there. I don't think that was him smelling anything. I think it was a reaction. Whatever he found to be true under that blanket. He realized exactly what the hell he signed up for. And he still doesn't have one. See, now we're looking out the window. That's where our signs are coming from. Flash of light. Right after he looks over there, we see the light. I mean, it's probably pretty dark out there. Somebody needs to be able to see what's going on. It doesn't look like a flashlight. It's not bright enough. Not even for a phone flashlight. But the screen of the phone, as you can see, I saw then what I see now. And I didn't watch this first and then say that. I'm in the middle of previewing so I could speak about this crack, and I heard myself say a few words, and I was like, I can't make a new video. And if I do make a new video, I got to use this video because I need those thoughts. I need those thoughts. They matter. They go together. And if I'm going to try to put a word out and spread any awareness, I need to spread it every chance I get as thoroughly as I can. I did take a look at this, and it prompted me to exit out and go back to look at my own video. I like a lot of the questions that were asked by Mr. John Q. Couldn't make it through. I don't know, that crack was just bothering me. I will go back and I want to finish it and see where he was going with it, and that's just the first one. But I went because someone mentioned earlier that his video this proved that this was Darren Brown, and of course I had to see that. I'm not even trying to hear that, but I watched quite a bit, as you can see, and so far I disagree with that thought. I don't know that he said that because I didn't hear him say that. I read it in someone's. So I would have to disagree that it proves that that's Darren Brown. So far from what I've seen, I don't see it. I don't see it. I see lots of awesome things he pointed out, though, that people should use and really think for themselves with. But anyway, I just mentioned that since I was here. But where am I going? I want to go to my videos, and I would like to share this all up in a bow because I know I was really passionate here in this video. Oops, I need to. Um, and I was a little more composed when I went through it the first time, and I want to share that with anybody who hasn't seen it. I'm going to play it right now for me and for you. A lot of people added. Just want justice. Just justice. This is my hashtag, and I mean it. Hey, beautiful people. Up late again. It's not too late. Only 11:40 for me, but maybe late for East Coasters and people from other countries and things. So, good night. good morning, good evening, wherever you are in this world. Viewer discretion is totally advised. Because this is the actual Cash Gernon surveillance video. I did not create this video. It's called Crime for Dummies is the channel. I think. If not, I'll fix it in the description. Pretty close. So I didn't put that Darren Brown part in there. I wouldn't put that in there because I am on the other side of that fence. 150%. I don't believe that Darren Brown did this. I don't believe it at all. I don't know if he was dragged in at the end of it. I don't know. DNA will be the only thing to make me believe that. But this video right here, all of this proof staring us in our face, and I'm going to give it my full reaction in advance so that you can watch it all the way through for yourself. And I'm going to point out some things right now. In my opinion, the child laying in that bed right now, Cash Gernon, is dying or already deceased. He literally doesn't move a muscle throughout the entire video. As you can see, Carter, going back to bed, gets in the bed, curls up. He even tosses and turns and rolls over and looks at the person who's hovering over the bed. But Cash never moves a muscle. And this was highlighted in AV Watchman's United We Stands video the other day when he went through this video and dissected it. The way that the kidnapper stands there like you would as if you were dreading to do something. It's something you got to do, but you don't want to do it. Okay? I had not paid attention to that. But after he pointed it out, not because he did, I see it because it's there, and you will too. He did not want to pick that baby up. He was like, oh my God, it gives me chills to watch it because I can feel, I am a total, I can feel what he is feeling. He's standing there and it's like horror and dread and stress because I can't, I don't want, but I gotta, all of that. I can feel it. Oh my God. And I'm not a psychic or a spirit box reader, none of that. I'm telling you the truth. I get chills. I can feel it. He doesn't want to, he doesn't like where he is in that moment. Then he leans in to finally move the blanket. Again, Cash doesn't move a muscle. He finally brings himself to touch the blanket. He lifts it up and almost jumps back. Definitely brings his hand up to his mouth as if to cover his nose. Maybe because of a odor that a decaying body might have. I don't know. Or, as AV said, maybe he was like, oh shit, what, oh snap. We don't know. But we see what's happening. It doesn't take a body language expert to see that. He reacted to whatever he saw when he pulled that blanket up. And I know when this first came out, somebody pointed out the fact that he kind of, oh, maybe that's what they were saying. He looked like he smelled his finger, his hand or something. They thought that was weird. And they thought maybe it was because he was smelling to see if the baby peed on itself. Why the hell would a kidnapper care? Now, on the other hand, if you die and then you defecate, and I left the blanket up and there's poop because you died and you've crapped on yourself. I'm sorry to be so explicit, but I'm trying to paint the picture of what I see and what I feel. What was under that blanket that caused him to just step back like that? Okay, that's something you got to think about. After he finally brought himself to even lift up the blanket. Why lift it up? You're a kidnapper. Pick the baby up and go. What are you checking for? He was forewarned. He was forewarned. He was put up to this, whoever that is, which is not Darren. Way too many cognitive skills popping off to be somebody that you're claiming is mental and schizophrenic. Let's keep it real. This video proves that. This person was very methodical. They're not crazy. When they finally brought themselves in all their sanity to reach down and pick that baby up like a piece of trash that you barely want to touch, the baby looked stiff. He didn't look in like complete rigor mortis or anything, but he didn't. He's supposed to look like dead weight. He's supposed to flail. He's knocked out, but remember, he had been laying there the whole time, just like that. He didn't roll over, kick his feet, nothing. He was lifeless. Okay, I'm going to point out something else that I feel, that I get from this video, that I see. There is somebody on the other side of that window. And I'm going to tell you right now, it depends on which video you see. And I don't mean that in a way where like some people edit it, because I mean, that's not what I'm looking at here. We're looking at real footage. There is activity outside of that window. Not a monster, not a ghost, not an orb. Take your time. On the right side, there is activity. There is light coming from that window. And the kidnapper looks towards the window in like the last few, I would say, seconds before he actually picks up the baby. As if somebody out there kind of gave him a, come on, man. I'm telling y'all, replay it. You'll see it. I had to just watch it like as a whole. Not cut up, nobody talking at all, and just watch this video alone. And I'm disgusted. I already felt like he was being railroaded, but now I'm just disgusted. Okay, let's point out something else. There was activity outside the room. So this was a they situation, Monica. You're absolutely right. They took him. Sorry. When I feel how I feel, this is how it comes out. It's all love, though, because look at this baby and look at his brother staring at the crib. Maybe he got up to say, Mama, something's wrong with Cash. Right? Because what is he doing up? It's the middle of the night. Cash is knocked out. Looks like. And he comes and climbs back in bed. Okay, maybe he had to pee. But maybe he went in there and said, hey, something's wrong with Cash. And shortly after, you get the cleanup man, who's not very good at his job. Clearly a kid, if you ask me. Clearly being coached, possibly from the right side, in the house. And then outside, we got backup. Definitely somebody's outside that window. But he's also being urged by somebody or maybe the person that was outside the window came in. Because it is a little bit later when he's getting, you can tell, he's getting urged by somebody in the house coming from that direction behind him on the right there. When he finally picks him up and just heads out. That's when we started hearing a little audio, a little scuffling, just a little bit. And all that happens in just a few seconds. I'm not making this stuff up. I wish I was. That is not Darren Brown. And after watching this a little more closely, it might not be Cameron. But it's a damn good close friend of his. Sorry. Or Teresa's. Somebody they know. And I'll give you one more reason why I think that. Look how long it took him, to kidnap that baby. What kidnapper comes in and just chills? Stands there thinking about it, debating it, fearing it, stressing over it, all those things I just said that he did because he did. Because he didn't want to go in there and pick up that dead baby like they told him to. Period. But who does that? On a regular kidnapping, aren't you in and you're out? I don't know. I never did it. But I assume you don't have no time to be standing around staring directly at cameras that you shouldn't even know are there. And if you did, would you still be doing what you're doing? Yeah, you would. If somebody told you, go in there, get that. Oh. You understand where I'm going with it. I don't want to keep saying it like I'm saying it, but it's true. That baby is lifeless. That person was sent in there to do that job, and then the next morning, I'll tell you what I think happened. They did the same thing to Darren, but different. Hey, Darren, go in there and take a look at excuse me, Carter. Maybe they said the twins. I don't know if they're supposed to know at this point when the morning comes that Cash is gone yet or not. It's broad daylight, so shouldn't even be this casual. Anyway, let me just make my point on that. He was the fall guy, period. They sent him in there casually to just go look at him. They probably just said, go check on him, because that's exactly what he did. He walked in the room, he looked at him, he leaned down, he kind of checked on him, he turned around, he started to walk out. The baby kind of rolled over. It sounded like to me he said, go back to sleep. And then he walked out the damn room like a kid would do if you said, go check on the baby. What the hell do they know? That's what it looked like to me. That way, now we got you on camera hovering around. That's my opinion on that. Period. And then we get to watch the sad scene where Carter once again comes back. Well, first of all, he wakes up in the bed, notices his brother is gone, stands up, looks around for a while, just lost about it. Probably replaying in his head, I saw somebody in here messing with my brother, or I saw this person I know, because he rolled over while he was doing all the hovering. Then he gets out of the bed, goes into the front, then comes back and just stands there, lost, almost scratching his head. Think about it. What if, when this video starts, you see him coming back from saying, Mama, something's wrong with Cash. And then the plane goes into motion to get him out of there. Make it look like an accident. So now we have to hurt him a little bit. Some weirdo went too far with all the stabbing, I guess. And now let's drop him in the street. Very dramatic, random. And the next morning, set up the fall guy real quick. Meanwhile, Teresa says she slept in late because Cash normally wakes her up. What happened to this baby, y'all? Because I'm going to tell you this, and quote me on it if you want to. In my heart of hearts, I feel like this. When the medical examiner returns the report, which I even sent a request in for, I want to see it all. When it comes back, I don't think stabbing is going to be the cause of death. And Darren Brown's attorney better be damn good. Everything you need is right here. The video that they gave, thinking that it was going to save them, has all of the evidence to incriminate them and get Darren Brown out of jail. Those are my thoughts. Please watch this video. Regardless of how you feel about anything I've said, we don't have to agree. We just need justice. If it turns out to be Darren, I'll take that. I will. I don't mind being wrong. I just want this baby to get justice. Because this right here, this is heartbreaking. Kiss your babies. Tell them you love them. Whoever that is, whoever it turns out to be, even if it's Darren for some crazy reason, they were put up to this and they didn't do it by themselves. And we want justice, real justice, not just a name and somebody behind bars. Before another baby ends up in the street. Very comfortable kidnapper. Not worried about anybody waking up, none of that, just chilling. As if he were invited, right? No, he's gonna check for some reason instead of just kidnapping and going. Oh no, the reaction to what? And now you still have to wonder because you're not ready. And you get the note from outside, hey, hurry up. Then you see the flash of light in the window. Being urged. Gotta do it. Do it, just do it. Another flash of light in the window. God, just do it. Baby's waking up, the pressure. Up. Sorry, Mama. She gets jealous when I talk to other people. Do it. Flash of light in the window again. Just do it. I mean, we could look at it a trillion times. I won't. I don't see Darren, but I see all that other stuff. I see all that other stuff, and I think something happened to that baby before this clip started rolling. I do, and they were urging him, hurry up, hurry up. That's what was going on around him. Because livor mortis can set in pretty quickly within like 20 to 30 minutes. So if you're planning on stabbing and getting a little blood, you have to move quickly. But what happened before that? What happened that night? Huncho Bands? What happened that night? Cameron, why didn't your dogs bark? Did nobody get a notification on their phone that there was motion in the room from the Arlo's security camera? Nothing that night, huh? And then to top it all off, Miss Monica sleeps in till 10:30 the next damn morning. Allegedly. There's my allegedly for you. That's it right there. Only one I got. Because the boys didn't wake her up. And that just is a little perplexing. We might as well look at it if you're still here with me. If you're not, then I'm talking to myself, and that's not new, so I'm good. I can tell my son these stories. I just want to go here. Actually, before I started doing these videos, I did tell my son my stories. I did. And he's always intrigued, with my version. He doesn't like to watch it. He says it trips him out that, as loving as I am to him, and he doesn't understand how I can watch all these things that these parents do to these kids. And I'm like, somebody's gotta, you know what I mean? It happened. People need to know so people can read the signs and all that good stuff. And I need to know so I can remember to keep you close. But let's talk about this. Remember, Monica was sleeping through all this. All of this. Everybody was asleep. Cameron didn't have any guns available. Nobody could help Cash with a $300 security system. 150 at the least. But I mean, you put him on display with the crack in the window. I mean, it's his own little peep show going on. What was that just for tonight? For the moment. What the hell was that about? And after all that good old rest, your ass slept till 10:30 in the morning, and you didn't know this man was in your house, Karen Brown. Cameron was up because he's gonna
Still
talk.
slowed down.
He's gonna talk to Cameron in the background. He told him that Carter was like half asleep. And then Cameron said something about like you're being a creep like always or something. It sounded like a boy joke to me. But they certainly seemed cordial. He did not seem like an intruder at all. Because why isn't Cameron right here? Like, yo, get away from my brother. First of all, why isn't he already in jail if it's the next morning and it's daylight? Because this happened early in the morning, right? If it was the same day, which I don't believe. I don't believe. I sincerely don't. I don't know why. I don't know where Cash is if it's another day, because it seems like he would be there too. Maybe, we don't know. Cash could be on the other side of the house. We don't know. But let's say it is. Let's say it is the very next morning. Monica, where are you? Whole house is up. And there's a visitor in your house that your son let in that you claimed you told him not to even have around. So damn, Cameron don't listen. Or what? There's too much crap in this story, y'all, you see? So you sent him in there so he can get caught on camera, because in my mind, if this is the next morning, this is still part of the setup. You have to get him on camera. And then Pinkerton with that bullshit about he came back to get the other one. Really? In broad daylight with Cameron talking to him off the camera? Like, do y'all think we crazy? Nobody came back to get nobody in this video. That's ridiculous. He has no behaviors that even insinuate, yeah, I was going to kidnap you, but aha, since it's daylight and your brother's awake, get the hell out of here. Sheesh. Better than Hollywood with that. But my biggest point of all, Monica, where the hell are you? Still asleep, huh? Knocked out. Your kid been kidnapped. Your kid, because you said it was. No, it's not. Kidnapped, murdered, dragged up the street. The cops are already investigating. The jogger has already found him because it's bright. And you're asleep right now? How? What universe is that possible? Your son is up. All this has transpired, but you didn't wake up till 10:30, 11 in the morning. Okay? Because Cash is normally the one that wakes you up, right? So, from her story, let me try to make sure I get it right now. Cash is the one that normally wakes her up. It was her son, Cameron, that walked in the room and said, Carter, where's Cash? Okay, let's see something. Shows Karen coming on. Karen in here? Up his head. I'm gonna check on Carter. I do. And he did just that. Right out. Right. He's leaving. I see Cameron coming in saying, I don't know. Where's Cash? But let's see what we do. This story is as messy as this darn house we're looking at right now. That's a fact. So let's keep watching. Cameron gonna go in there and tell him, ask him, oh no, what? Carter's getting up all by himself. He's looking for Cash. Nobody's in there with him, talking to him. Are you gonna go out there and tell the adults? We know what happens then. I'm sorry to say it. We know. Very interesting, Monica. Cameron didn't go in there and ask that baby a damn thing. The baby woke up, looked around his bed, didn't see his brother, and got up and left the room. Then he's going to come back and stare at the crib / bed, whatever you got going on for them. Ugh. And he's going to say what I believe is something Cash. And I do think I cut it off because that's a heartbreaking part for me to watch him staring and looking for his baby brother. So I don't think it's here. But that's what's going to happen once he goes out to where Cameron and Darren are together. And wherever Monica is in that house, he's going to come back to his room, stand there looking very, very just disillusioned. And I think he's replaying that night. He remembers seeing somebody kind of over his bed because he rolled over. He's going to go in there and come back, and it's the most heartbreaking thing to watch him stand there looking for his twin. And that's the truth. I can't. That's hard for me. It's really hard. And I see a lot of stuff, but something about watching that baby just looking, staring for his twin at the empty crib and knowing he ain't never. So this was my Cash Gernon surveillance revisit. As you can see, most of my thoughts are the same, but there's some great evidence here. And it's going to be up to you to decide how you choose to use it. And some people will see what they want to see, regardless. And I'm okay with that. Just don't try to convince me. Because that ain't happening for me. Rest in peace, Cash. And dear God, wrap your arms around Carter because I can't even imagine going through something like this. And he doesn't even know the half yet. He still has to grow up and hear these stories Oh my God. I hope we do him justice by being able to say, no, Carter, we got the right one. The ones. At least we can do that for him.